Okay guys, I'm explain sexual reproductions. Actually, in these reproductions involve sex cell are involved. That means specialized sex cell are involved. That is called as a sexual reproductions, isn't it? Two parent in human, that means male and female. You know about that. Male produce sperm, female produce ovary. In that reproductions, special sex cells are involved. Such type of reproduction is called as a reproductions. You know about that. Human sexes are separate, isn't it? In male, testes produce male hormone, that is testosterone, isn't it? It is also called as a androgens. Then female have a ovary, they produce female hormone, that is called as a progesterone, or it is also called as a estrogens. These two hormones regulate secondary sexual characters, isn't it? So in these reproductions, one phase is there. First phase, that is called as a juvenile phase. It starts from age group 1st to 14. These groups not belong to reproductions, isn't it? Because it is age group is 1 to 14. Then another phase, that is reproductive maturity phase. In this group, it's belong to age group, or it start from 18 plus, isn't it? And this group belongs to reproductions. Why? It responsible for the populations, isn't it? Due to that, these groups increase populations, isn't it? Then I'm just again come hormones. You know about that. I'm just telling male have a testes, they produce progesterone, testosterone or androgens. Then female have a ovary, they produce progesterone or estrogens. These two hormones regulate secondary sexual character. In male, have a horsey voice, pubic hairs going on, then mustache, beards, and some or a lot of males have a blackness, isn't it? Due to that testosterone, isn't it? In female, you know about that, body shape, isn't it? Body shape, breast gland develop, and menstrual cycle going on, or menstrual cycle start, isn't it? These secondary character control, male control testosterone and female control progesterone, isn't it? So these two hormones is a very important hormones, isn't it? In you know about that, I'm just explain testosterone. It is a very important hormone in male, or hence human reproduction takes place by sexual method, and it exhibit viviparity. That means no egg laying. It is responsible for viviparous, isn't it? So in sexual reproductions, some events is there, isn't it? Event sequence are: first, gametogenesis. What is meant by gametogenesis? Gametogenesis means formation of gamete. Then change in the female body for supporting entry of sperm during the copulations, isn't it? So then fusion of gametes, isn't it? Fusion of gametes, that means You know about that. In that process, fusion of gametes, it related to fertilizations, then development of zygotes, means it is related to embryology, then production of milk for nourishment of young ones. These are the events going on these topics, isn't it? So you know about that. I'm just telling you again this sexual reproduction. In these reproductions, sex cells are involved. That means sperm and ova are involved. There is meiosis is going on, isn't it? Fusion going on. Such type of reproduction is called as a sexual reproductions. And the sexually reproducing animals show the various breeding patterns. So you know about that. Some animals like a goat, like a dogs, isn't it? Like a sheep, like a donkey. They have a seasonal breedings. They have a seasonal, or they are seasonal breeders, isn't it? You know about that. Just elephant, they have a different breeding seasons, isn't it? So you know about that. Some animals or some humans, it is a continuous breeder. It is a continuous breeders, ape and humans, isn't it? So these two types breeders are available in ecosystems, isn't it? So this is sexual reproductions. Okay guys, I'm talking about next bit, that is called as a male or reproductive system. So in this system, or this system consists of primary male organ, that means gonads, that means testes, and it's related to accessory duct. So I am explain what is meant by testes. First of all, actually this is called as a testes, isn't it? It is a oval insect. It is a paired structure and it is located outside the body, isn't it? It is lie one bag, that is called as a scrotum, isn't it? It is situated within the pouch, isn't it? It is an oval shape, somewhat rounded shape, isn't it? That means one scrotum, or it is also called as a scrotal sac, isn't it? It is, some books, it is also called as a gubernaculum. Scrotum is also called as a gubernaculum, isn't it? So in this scrotum or gubernaculum, two types of cell is there, isn't it? That is called as a dartos muscles or trimestar muscles, isn't it? These two muscles help for testes, upward positions and downward positions, isn't it? So testes is a soft, smooth, pinkish color, pinkish or oval insects. It is about 4.5 centimeter long, 2.5 centimeter width and 3 centimeter thickness. So guys, it is mesodermal in origins, this testis. You know about that. Scrotum, I am just telling you scrotum. Actually scrotum play very important role in human reproductions. You know about that. Human body temperature is a 37 degrees Celsius, less than 2 to 3 degree temperatures. That time one process going on is testes, that is called as a gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means formation of sperm, isn't it? So this scrotum play very important role in reproductions. So guys, I am just telling you it is a mesodermal in origins, isn't it? Then along the testes, some blood vessels, some nerve is there, isn't it? So this is a testis. It is rounded oval in shapes, isn't it? Clear about that? What is meant by testis? This testis produce testosterone, isn't it? At the time of childhood, they goes on abdomen regions. Before the 6th month or 18th month, they comes on outside the scrotum pouch, isn't it? In childhood age. So testis is important part of human reproductions. Okay guys, again come on testis. So the testis is externally covered by collagen connective tissue that is called as a tunica albuginea, isn't it? Then again one layer that is called as a tunica vaginalis. So each testis is covered by 2 layers. One is tunica albuginea and another one is tunica vaginalis. Actually, tunica vaginalis is the outer layer and tunica albuginea is externally layer, isn't it? Each testis is consist of or made up of 200 to 300 seminiferous tubules. It is structural and functional unit of testis. That means seminiferous tubules is a structural and functional unit, isn't it? Then in this test, when you take the TS of testis, you have seen like that, isn't it? In these sections, you have seen germ cells or germinal epithelial cells, which is responsible for spermatogenesis, or they produce sperms. Then another cell is there that is called the Sertoli cells, isn't it? Sertoli cells provide nourishment of sperms. Whenever formation of sperms, they help for or they provide nourishment of sperms, isn't it? Then another cell is present that is called the Leydig cells, or it is also called as a interstitial cells, isn't it? Interstitial cell is a very important. Why? Because they secrete sex hormone that is called as a testosterone or androgens, isn't it? So I am just telling you, when you take the TS of testes, you have seen 3 types of cells. One is the germinal epithelium cells, that means germ cells. Then another cells that is called as the Sertoli cells, and third one is Leydig cells. Okay guys, so what is the functions of this testis or this testis, isn't it? Functions, you know about that. Development of secondary sexual character. Testis is responsible for secondary sexual character. Then testis to produce sperms. Okay guys, then I come against accessory duct. Firstly I am taking about this system is consist of, you know about that, male organs or gonads, that means testes, and it's related to accessory ducts. Then I am come on accessory ducts, isn't it? First of all, you know about that, I am come out that is called as a epididymiasis. isn't it? This is called as a epidermis. This is a thick, elongated, coiled tube, and it is situated behind each testis, not front sides, isn't it? It is situated in behind the each testes in scrotal sacs. It is made up of single highly cannulated tubules, isn't it? ये बहुत ही coil tube होती है. It is made up of singly highly cannulated tubules. It is about 0.4 millimeter in diameter, isn't it? The length of these tubules more than 35 to 40 centimeter in length. It is connected to the testes by a small tubules that is called as a vasa differentia. ये कहाँ कनेक्ट होती है? ये वासा डिफरेंशिया से कनेक्ट होती है. ये क्या है? ये epidermis है. Then it attach or then it connect to the vasa differentia, isn't it? So guys, what is the functions of this epidermis? It is the site of sperm maturations, or it stores sperm, isn't it? ये sperm store करने के लिए उपयुक्त है, isn't it? So guys, this coil tube is a very important role in human reproductions, isn't it? Okay, so this tube or duct is very important. Okay guys, next duct that is called as a vasa differentia. It is long tube, isn't it? It is muscular duct. It is run upward through inguinal canal and enter into the abdominal cavity, and it crosses the ureter on its sides and opens into the urethra. That is called as a vasa differentia. Actually, it is a duct. It is a tube. It is a muscular tube. It is about 40 centimeter in long tube, isn't it? It's run upward through inguinal canal and enters into the abdominal cavity. It crosses to the ureter on its side and opens into the urethra. This urethra, that is called as a vasa differentia, isn't it? What is the functions of vasa differentia? To carry the sperm into the urethra, isn't it? It is the most important duct, isn't it? Already I have explained one duct, that is called as the epidermis, isn't it? Okay, then next duct, that is called as a ejaculatory duct. Where is present in ejaculatory duct? You know about that. This short duct, that is called as a ejaculatory duct. It is small, it is thin, okay, it is about 2 centimeter long, isn't it? It forms seminal vesicles. ये कहाँ से फॉर्म होती है? ये स्मॉल सेमिनल वेसिकल्स, यहाँ से नेक रीजन, यहाँ से क्या होती है? फॉर्म होती है. इट फॉर्म सेमिनल वेसिकल्स, okay, and vasa differentia. They pass through the prostate gland and they connected to this urethra, isn't it? What is the functions of this ejaculatory duct? They carry seminal fluid. They carry seminal fluid and sperm to the urethra. So it is very important duct in human reproductions, particularly male reproductive system. It is a small duct. It is about 2 centimeter in length. Then next duct, that is called as a urethra. This actually it is a long tube or it is a long duct. It is about 9 to 10 centimeter in long and it opens into the tip of penis, that is called as a prepuce, isn't it? Actually, this duct help for at the time of copulation they carry sperm or semen, and at the time of urination they carry urines. They work both, isn't it? They carry urine as well as sperm at a different times, isn't it? During urination they carry urine, and during copulation they carry semens. It is a very important organ, and it is present in copulatory organ, that means penis, isn't it? Then accessory sex glands, isn't it? Seminal vesicles. This is called as a seminal vesicles. It is a small pouch-like, bag-like structure, isn't it? It is about 4 centimeter long. Okay, it is seen at the base of urinary bladder, isn't it? They do not store sperm, but they secrete one fluid that is called as a seminal vesicles, isn't it? Seminal fluid. Okay, so this accessory sex gland include one gland that is called as seminal vesicles. Okay, you know about that. I'm just telling you these functions. Actually, they secrete one fluid that is called the seminal fluid, isn't it? Then next gland that is called as a prostate prostate glands. Prostate glands, it is single gland. This part, it is a single gland, isn't it? It is situated in the pelvic cavity in front of rectums, isn't in front of rectums and surrounded by urethra. It is a small, it is a somewhat rounded. They pass into the urethra, isn't it? Actually, they secrete one thin lubricating fluid, isn't it? And this secretion helps for the movability of sperms, isn't it? So you know what that these functions of this prostate gland. It secrete a thin lubricating fluid. They passes into the urethra. This secretion is a help for the movability of sperms at the time of copulations, isn't it? Clear about that? What is mean by prostate gland? Actually, it is a single gland. They secrete one sticky milky fluid, isn't it? That is called as a semens, isn't it? And this secretion is help for movability of sperms. Actually, semen means the combination or composition of reproductive systems. That means secretion of seminal vesicles, secretion of Chopper's gland, and formation of sperms. These combined together, that is called as a semens, isn't it? So then next gland that is called as a Chopper's gland. It is just a rounded, small rounded gland. It is also called as a bulbourethral gland. They are peanut shape, pea-like shapes, isn't it? It is present either side of urethra, isn't it? They secrete one alkaline viscous fluid, and this secretion help for at the time of copulations. ये फ्रिक्शन अवॉइड करने के लिए यूज होता है at the time of copulation. At the time of copulation, deposition of semens, isn't it? That time this lubricant help for the movability. Actually, it is an alkaline viscous fluid, isn't it? Okay. Then one gland, one organs that is called as this part that is called the penis. Actually, it is an external copulatory organs, isn't it? It is used at the time of copulations. It is made up of three spongy muscles, isn't it? It is a copulatory organs. One muscles that is called as a corpora, then second one is a coronosa, and third one the surrounding layer of skin that is called the tip of the penis, isn't it? The enlarge slightly to form the glands, which is normally covered by one fold of skin that is called as a purpose, isn't it? It is a copulatory organs, isn't it? Functions about what is the functions of these organs? This is a help for the deposition of semen in the female genital tract, isn't it, at the time of copulation, or to deposit the semen in genital tract or vagina of females, isn't it? So guys, I'm explain once again in short form. Male reproductive system. Male reproductive system, it consists of 6 gonads, means testes, and it's related to accessory ducts, isn't it? So first of all, I'm explaining testes, then I'm explaining epididymis, then I'm explaining vasa differentia, then I'm explaining ejaculatory duct, then I'm explaining urethral ducts, and I'm explaining penis and it's related to accessory glands, isn't it? Is clear about that? Okay.